Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's your boy McKinley Crain here. Today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free movie review of the 2010 action movie Inception. So I saw this movie um like almost 3 years ago, and I've seen it 2 times, and I actually own it on DVD. Um, and I love it. This film is directed by my favorite film director of all time. Oh, and my favorite film producer of all time, who is Christopher Nolan. So it's directed and produced by Christopher Nolan. And it stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Cobb. And he nails this performance. Leonardo DiCaprio gives a terrific, thrilling, believable performance, not to mention mysterious performance as Cobb. He nails it. This movie co-stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Arthur. And he also nails this role. Like, Arthur's like kind of like a sidekick character to Cobb. And yeah, he nails it. He's great. This movie also co-stars Ellen Page as oh my gosh, as okay, so if I mispronounce this name, I'm sorry, but like it's a really strange name. And like, I had to literally like write it down for this video just so I could remember like what it was. And it's like the first time I've ever like, heard of that name. So if I mispronounce this name, I'm sorry. So, like I said, well, as I was saying, this movie also co-stars Ellen Page as, here it comes, Ariadne. Yeah, I think I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. And this movie is great. So like this movie like basically is like a heist movie where like, like this group of people need to like, stop like, a businessman from like, making a really bad decision by going into like, his dreams and like, you know, telling him not to do so, like, basically like convincing him not to make that decision. They can't just like come up and tell him not to, because like, that wouldn't like convince him. Like, they need to like go into his mind and actually like convince him, like make him like think that it was like his own idea, his own thought. That so basically they need to make him think that like, the decision to not make the really bad decision was basically like his own thought, so he'll actually like, listen to it. Anyway, this movie is like really great. This movie's great. It's perfect. It's a perfect movie. It was the best movie of 2010 in my opinion. It's one of the best Christopher Nolan movies. They're all great, but this is one of the best. This isn't the best. This isn't like my number one Christopher Nolan movie, but like this is like, higher up on the list. I love this movie. It's got great action. It's got great special effects. The stunts are great. The performances are great. Just everything about this movie is perfect. I love this movie. It's so mysterious. It's so like thrilling. Um, it's so like it's just so compelling and like nail biting. And it's very entertaining. It's just an awesome movie. Um, with some like really deep and complex and philosophical ideas and like themes. And it's just perfect. It's an awesome movie, and I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Um, it's just a really awesome movie. And with like a really unique and like creative and fascinating like concept and theme. Like I it's just amazing. Like and it's cleverly written. It's cleverly like the dialogue is clever. The twists and turns are like well earned, and the ending is awesome. And the ending will like make you just think and think and think. It'll make you like the ending will stick with you, and it'll just make you think and think and think about what you just saw, like in a good way. Anyway, I love this movie. It's definitely worth watching. Um, it's just a very, very, very smart movie, and very entertaining movie. And it's got some awesome performances in there. And Leonardo DiCaprio, in my opinion, gives the best performance in this movie. Although the every single member of the cast and for this movie like do a great job. Like they all do a great job, but he does like the best performance. He gives the best performance. Yeah, I had to like correct myself. DiCaprio gives the best performance, the most convincing performance. I love this movie, and it's definitely worth watching. And I'm gonna give it a 100% out of a 100%, which is the equivalent of an A plus. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return. And P.S. Tell me down below in the comments what you thought about this movie. If you've seen it, did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you mildly dislike it? Did you have mixed feelings about it? What'd you think? I will return.